So, I guess my camera cut out, but we are still obviously making the piece. Found roughly about 2-inch big pieces of wood I'm going to use. Obviously I gotta cut this piece off, but we are going to get this off quick and then we can continue. So I got the piece sawed off. Now if you do see an earbud in my ear, I am listening to music. I do it about every day, so if you see an earbud in my ear, I'm listening to music. Now, oh jeez, I gotta find one way to get these just about on here, pretty much. So I get just about 19 1/4 on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to quickly get this to mark out. So I'm going to stop the recording quick, so that way I'm able to get these on. It's going to take me a little while, but that's how we're going to do that. So after a bit of work, managed to create this. We got the pieces that are going to raise up to hit the bottom. And I put these boards on the bottom so the beam does not bend as much, so it can withstand more. This is only going to be temporary because I am going to be getting a new draglink or repairing the one that I have, so that way we can get that back in business, because even the tiniest of crash would make this pretty much obliterate itself because it's made of wood. But without further ado, we shall put this by the lawnmower, get a few more measurements to get these screws on the top, so that way we can get this mounted, and then hopefully I can get my lawnmower home after. So I'm going to have to do tests, which is going to be one thing that I'm going to do off camera, because something I'm not going to do with the camera in my hand or whatever. But let's get outside and check if this will even work. Well, interesting. So I'm going to have to do some adjustments, but it actually hits the wheels. So I'm going to have to move it in a little bit. I'm going to have to move one just about 2 slots. Maybe about, just about 1 slot there. And then This one, yeah, just moving it one slot over. So yeah, let's get back in the basement and fix that. Trying to pause the recording and it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Alright, so I got the recording pauser thing to work, and so just want to let you guys know before I begin working, we have to move these one slot upwards, which means I'm going to have to ultimately adjust these as well. But I'm going to get that done, then I'm going to use a hammer to bend these down, so that way these aren't coming in contact with the wheel. So, I got it shortened down. I also bent the ends back and forth to get them to break off. So, hopefully, these pieces aren't too long and cut into the tire. But, we're going to go try that quick. See if I can get this to at least align. And then we can hopefully get this thing screwed on and call it a day until I can get my drag link fixed or get a new one. Now, I'm just going to be using this to get home. I'm not actually going to be driving around with this on it. I might forget and just do it anyways, but I'm going to try my best to not forget, because I don't want to use this as a drag link at all. I want to get an actual one for the lawnmower, so that way we don't just use this, because it will eventually start to bend. So let's go see if this will work on the lawnmower. So it does seem that I gotta do just a little bit more adjusting. Move this piece down by 2 sections. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that quick and we will be right back. Well, it does seem, I can get this to zoom out here. But, trying to get this thing to zoom out. But anyway, it does work. You can see it's not touching the tire. I'm going to try and get this centered. Draw where I need to drill holes. Hopefully we can get this on and get this thing home.